What's up, you guys? Blaze here at Blue Chip Athletic Club to talk to you about a little single kettlebell flow for you to do when you're warming up for any sort of a workout, kind of a full body here. So what you're gonna do, grab yourself a kettlebell. I've got a 25-pound one here. I wouldn't recommend going super heavy. Somewhere in the 20-pound to 35-pound realm will probably be super sufficient. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our psoas. Going in, we're gonna try and lay on top of this kettlebell now. Sort of counterintuitive, but essentially what I want you to do is I want you to sit directly behind the kettlebell like so. Next thing you'll do is you'll turn the kettlebell to the left. So what I'm doing is I'm turning it to the left so that, imagine like this is a big, analog clock around the outside. Pointing straight in front is gonna be 12 o'clock. We're pointed out to like, 10 o'clock or so, 10, 11 o'clock with the top of the handle. And then what you'll do is you'll put your left hip right along, kind of like your panty line, right along the top of this handle here, which is gonna open up the psoas. So I'm gonna come down, it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but I'm basically gonna adjust until I have it kind of on top of there. And then I'm gonna kind of lay down on top of the handle. And then I'm gonna take some nice, slow, easy breaths and try and let my hip kind of relax on top of that kettlebell handle. And as you do that, you'll feel yourself kind of sink into it. Oh, baby. And it'll open up that hip real nicely. Okay. Oh, baby. Sometimes if you're feeling extra froggy, you can try and pick up legs. So notice how my right foot here is planted on the ground. If I want to, I can try and make it lighter. I'll kind of plant my hands just to keep me stable, and I'll pick a leg up or two. Oh, baby, which puts a lot more pressure on that hip. Oh. And then once you're done with one side, you'll pop up. I feel like a little hip tingling from opening up that one side, and now I'm gonna switch. So now instead of facing 10, 11 o'clock, I'm gonna be like 1, 2 o'clock with the top of the kettlebell handle, and I'm gonna lay down on the other side, again, right along kind of that panty line here, and I'll come over, lay down on top of it, and then let my body kind of sink in to the stretch. Oh, baby. One side may be tighter than the other, that's okay. It's honestly expected to have one side tighter than the other. Oh, baby. Okay. Yep. This side for me is definitely tighter than the other. So if I pick my foot up, oh yeah, this is brutal. Okay. We'll hold, breathe into it again, nice and easy. And then we'll pop up. So go ahead and set a timer. You can do like 1 minute on either side and then switch. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move into a around the world with the kettlebell. So what I want you to do is you'll be kneeling. You'll grab the kettlebell by the handle here, but hold it upside down. So a lot of people, this we'll call right side up because the handle is up. So we'll go upside down to where it's like the bell section is up. And I'm gonna be kneeling nice and tall. And now all I'm gonna do is come up and around the head, nice and slow, one direction, and then we'll switch the other way. This is gonna help us warm our shoulders up. Oh, floss kind of side to side. Notice how as I'm going around, I'm trying to make a nice big circle around the head, and I'm ending with the kettlebell kind of down by my belly button, all the way up and around. You'll kind of go through that a certain amount of times per side or for a time increment, either way. And the last one is gonna be a shoulder opener here on our back. So you'll lay down. I'm gonna put the kettlebell here in my right hand to start. So kettlebell is gonna be here in the right hand. I'm going to plant my right foot, and then I'm basically gonna allow my right leg to kind of come over the side, and I'm gonna press the kettlebell up overhead. Now, here you'll feel a little bit of stretch in your lower back, and I can take my left hand and put it on top of my right knee. The other variation that you can do is you can try and let this kettlebell kind of come off of center. So we'll call center kind of directly over your body, but if you wanna let this really start to stretch out your back and your shoulder, you can bring that kettlebell outside. So now I've got the kettlebell kind of outside of my center of mass. And what it's doing is it's giving me a little bit more of a stretch here throughout my back. So it's giving me a little bit more of a moment arm on one side. We'll do the same on the other side. So I'm going to bring that leg back in. I'm going to now press up here with my left hand. Now, again, my left leg is going to come up and over. I'm going to plant. I'm going to take my right hand on top of the left knee. And again, if I'm right here over center of mass, I don't feel a lot of stretch. But if I let the kettlebell kind of come offside a little bit further away from my body, I can get more of a stretch out of the lower back because it's building that counterweight into the movement. And I'll stretch on either side. Oh, baby. All right. So that is a quick 3-move kettlebell flow that you can do to kind of warm up your body. We got hips, we hit lower back, and we hit our shoulders as well. Good luck. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.